Good morning, friends. Ann here. Got my cup of coffee, got the Word of God, and today's reading is from Mark chapter 1, verses 40 through 45. Today we are reading about the healing of the man with leprosy. Let's go ahead and read it, and then we'll talk about it. It says this in Mark 1:40. A man with leprosy came and knelt in front of Jesus, begging to be healed. "If you are willing, you can heal me and make me clean," he said. Moved with compassion, Jesus reached out and touched him. "I am willing," he said, "be healed." Instantly, the leprosy disappeared and the man was healed. Then Jesus sent him on his way with a stern warning. "Don't tell anyone about this. Instead, go to the priest and let him examine you. Take along the offering required in the law of Moses for those who have been healed of leprosy. This will be a public testimony that you have been cleansed." But the man went and spread the word, proclaiming to everyone what had happened. As a result, larger crowds soon surrounded Jesus, and he couldn't publicly enter a town anywhere. He had to stay out in the secluded places, but people from everywhere kept coming to him. Friends, today I want to focus on this healing that Jesus gave this man with leprosy. Now, you may not know people with leprosy, but I want you to know that leprosy, especially in Jesus's day with no medical kind of attention, was a very dangerous, detrimental disease. It actually, they kind of saw it as a dead man walking. There was this skin infection that would happen, and parts of their fingers would just decay and fall off. Their skin would just be crusted over. They would have to stay on the outskirts of town, and anytime they approached somebody, they would have to yell, "Unclean, unclean," just as if they were dead, because it was unclean for someone who was living to touch someone who was dead. And in the same way, they were kind of like the walking dead in that no one was allowed to touch them or even get close to them. And here we see that Jesus healed this man. But I want you to notice that it's not just a physical healing, that Jesus heals him in multiple ways. If we look at the first way that he was healed, it was emotionally. Friends, Jesus allowed this man to come close, and it said he knelt in front of Jesus. That was closer than anybody would get to somebody with leprosy. And notice that Jesus was moved to compassion, and he reached out and touched the man. Friends, I can only imagine the gasps that would have happened to the people, by the people that were surrounding Jesus, that Jesus would touch this one who was unclean. And Jesus healed him emotionally. Imagine how long it had been since he had gotten close to someone from the community. Imagine how long it had been since he had been touched by someone from the community. Jesus first healed him emotionally because he knew that he had been outside. He knew that he had been rejected. And then the next thing that Jesus did was he healed him physically. "I am willing," he said, "be healed." And instantly the leprosy disappeared and the man was healed. So he healed him emotionally just by touching him, allowing him to come close when he had been rejected. He healed him physically. And this was the first time that we ever hear of somebody with leprosy being healed. And so you can just imagine what this man would have thought, that all of this that had been going on with his body was healed. And then the healing continues, because note that Jesus sends him to the priest to examine him. There is a healing relationally with the community. And then he says, offer the sacrifice that is required. And then this will be a public testimony. He healed the man in his social situation, relationally, with the people that he would do life with. Friends, I want you to know that Jesus' healing was not just physical. And it's not just physical for you and for me. We can pray for healing and allow God to heal us in whatever ways we need. Jesus' healing covers all areas of our life. And friends, that is so encouraging, that Jesus' healing is comprehensive. It covers all. Have a good day.